how you tell a story. What?
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the f am I funny? What the f is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Written and directed by Martin Scorsese, Goodfellas has that unmistakable Scorsese flavor, relentless cursing dialogue, chaotic drug binges, and of course, that inevitable downfall of a dirtbag you can't stop watching, that signature charm. Now, I was actually working on a video about Menace to Society, which you can check out right here, and during the research, I found out that the Hughes brothers listed Goodfellas as one of their inspirations for Menace to Society.
Influence as far as films were Goodfellas. Actually, that movie Goodfellas was the one thing we compared our film to. In fact, we watched that before structuring the script.
So naturally, once I heard that and I realized I actually hadn't sat down and watched Goodfellas, I had to change that. And let me tell you, 2.5 hours later, I understand the hype. It is absolute cinema. Now, while Tarantino is known for building intense suspense, we can't forget Scorsese, of course, and the scene we're about to break down is a masterclass in pressure and pacing. One of my personal favorites and a good part of why this movie is a masterpiece. We're going to focus not on Henry, but on the firecracker that is Tommy.
I understand this because maybe it's me, I'm a little f***ed up maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to f***ing amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
But before we dive into that scene, let's do a quick recap of the story in case you haven't seen Goodfellas in a while or ever. Spoiler warning from here on out. If you want to skip ahead though, check the timestamp down below in the description. Let's go. Goodfellas follows Henry Hill, a kid raised by the mob. Living by one rule, the crew comes before everything, even his own family. But when the highs wear off and the stakes get real, Henry's loyalty is pushed to its limits. So by the time Henry, played by Ray Liotta, really gets going, he's already lived a life most people can't imagine. While others are still figuring out what they want to be, Henry had it locked in early. Ever since I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
To me, being a gangster was better than being president of the United States.
So he got a job running errands for the mob, dropped out of school, and climbed the ranks. It's that fast life with fast money, but even faster consequences. Then we've got James, played by the great Robert De Niro. He's calculated and not one to mess around, a man of few words but many kicks. And then there's Tommy, played by Joe Pesci, short legs, shorter temper. He's a funny guy, just make sure you're laughing with him and not at him.
Tom, you gonna let him get away with that? You gonna let this punk get away with that? What's the matter? What's the world coming to?
Together, they're tight, they're a crew, brothers in crime, looking out for each other, ready to ride at any time. One of their regular hangouts is the Bamboo Lounge, owned by a guy named Sonny Buns. Tommy, being Tommy, starts acting out, threatening, causing chaos. Sonny can't take it anymore, so he does the worst thing you can imagine, at least in this world. He goes over Tommy's head and asks Paulie Cicero, one of the big bosses, for protection. Paulie agrees, but nothing's free in mob world. He wants a cut of the business. Henry, already part of Paulie's crew, gets brought in as a partner. That's when they start bleeding the place dry, running up tabs, ordering goods on credit, and never really paying back anything at any time. It's actually called busting out, a classic mob tactic. Typically how this would end is once the bar is completely in debt and has no value left, they burn it down for the insurance money. That's the normal playbook. Henry doesn't own the bar at the start. Instead, he's there to oversee its slow destruction. After that plays out, Henry takes full control and renames the bar the Sweet Lounge. Introducing you to Billy Batts, played by Frank Vincent, is throwing a party at the bar. That's when Tommy walks in with his girl. The camera pans left, singling them out as everyone else's back is turned to the frame. It's subtle, but we're already being told visually that he's now the center of attention. The camera pans and then even dollies toward the couple to emphasize the importance of their arrival before falling back on itself, dollying back, revealing each person Tommy's talking to, reinforcing that these people are his people. Within that frame, we're being shown the people that Tommy is there for and who he's not. There's a comforting flow here until Billy breaks it.
My friend Jimmy.
Oh.
Henry, it's his joint.
Nice to meet
This is Lisa. Hey, Frankie, how are you?
Hey, Tommy, all dressed up, all grown up and doing the town. Look at this.
Oh, shit.
Tommy.
I forgot you were
Tommy.
Billy's gaze cuts through the frame like a knife, his words even sharper. The framing here makes for great foreshadowing. These guys are separated by two distinctively similar but different frames.
I forgot you were having a party at his mom.
Oh, come here.
Christ, let me go say hello. Hey, Billy, how are you?
Tommy.
The camera holds as Tommy leaves his safe zone and steps into Billy's world. Immediately, Billy clowns on him, teases him, even physically grabs him. He's being manhandled.
Get over here. I haven't seen you in 6
Billy.
years.
How you doing, Billy?
Jesus Christ almighty. You look terrific. How you feel?
Watch this suit. Watch this suit.
Watch the suit.
Now, what do we know about Tommy? I want to say he's probably got short man syndrome. He's not built for embarrassment. If not that, Tommy has a short fuse at least. He does not like being punked. He doesn't like being laughed at unless he's the one telling the joke.
Watch the suit, you little frick. Hey, I know you all my life.
All right, good.
You're getting too big on me
Just
now.
don't go busting my balls, Billy, okay?
Tommy breaks free, returns to his frame. The tension already pretty high at this point. Before it was an uncomfortable heat, now it's burning up.
Hey, Tommy, if I was going to break your balls, I'd tell you to go home and get your shine box.
Tommy was irritated before, but this is where it really hit the fan. We get this barely noticeable push in on Billy. Subtle, but effective. It signals that what he's about to say is critical. This is the metaphorical pulling of the pin on a grenade.
Hey, Tommy, if I was going to break your balls, I'd tell you to go home and get your shine box.
What's that saying? If looks could kill? Jesus. Everyone turns toward Billy after that comment. Can you hear the ticking? Because James can. Look at this. Look. He knows what's up.
Oh, this kid was great.
The dolly continues as the tension builds. Absolutely beautiful, because by this point, we know how Tommy is and what he's feeling right now. Everyone on Tommy's side knows what's happening right now. But Billy doesn't care.
I used to call him Spit Shine Tommy. I swear to God. Oh, he'd make your shoes look like mirrors. Excuse my language.
Billy is supposed to be this untouchable head guy. Head of a crew. You don't mess with someone with that much pull and power. On top of that, Billy feels Tommy needs to be put in his place for talking to him like that, for taking things too seriously. It's about respect. It's always about respect. Doesn't matter which gangster movie it is. American Gangster, New Jack City, or Goodfellas. It's always about respect. If it wasn't clear before, as it was pretty much established at the very beginning, it's very obvious now that we have two sides. Billy and his crew laughing, confident, and Tommy and his crew locked in, stone-faced.
He was terrific. He was the best. And he made a lot of money, too. Salud, Tommy.
Following a quick succession of cuts, we land on Billy, his final words spoken directly to Tommy. The frame on Tommy's side of things doesn't change, doesn't budge, doesn't dolly in, dolly out, truck left, truck right, up, down, nothing. Where Billy's frame, we're slowly closing in on Billy as the key contributor to this scenario. Friends simply there, a live studio audience, if you will, just laughing along. And Tommy's side of things, everyone's like a feral cat. Ears perked, all just listening. Now, Tommy's issue here is obvious. This guy is just busting him up a little bit, making jokes, which is light. People do this all the time, especially adults, when they see a kid who's been a certain way grow up to be something extraordinary. My baby cousin, who I just saw this weekend, likes to drop trow and run around naked. Now, if in a few years he becomes this big shot, and I get to tease him about, remember when you used to drop trow? Now look at you. He can be embarrassed, as he should be. But it's to say, look how far you've come. Remember when you used to do this silly thing? But he doesn't see it that way.
No more shines, Billy.
What?
I said no more shines. Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. They didn't go up there and tell you. I don't shine shoes anymore.
Finally, we get some movement. A quick dolly in as Tommy fires back with some quick words. Henry's eyes are locked on Billy. Tommy's girl the same. James looks like he's not paying attention too much, but he is. And we'll see it in the next frame.
Relax, will you, for crying out? What's got into you? I'm breaking your balls a little bit, that's all. I'm only kidding with you.
Sometimes you don't sound like you're kidding. You know, there's a lot of people around.
The dolly continues as the pressure builds more and more. We can see James is also staring daggers now. The way this is framed, it's not just Tommy being insulted, even though it is. It's also his friends, his woman too.
I mean, I'm only kidding with you. We're having a party. I mean, I just came home. I haven't seen you in a long time, and I'm breaking your balls, and right away you're getting fucking fresh. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you.
This 3-on-3 mirror setup visually telling us it's about to go down. There's Billy on his side, two friends a little bit off to the background, a little soft in their focus too. Then we come to Tommy's side. Him and his friends align perfectly together like a solid front, equally sharing the blunt force trauma.
I'm sorry, too. It's okay. No problem.
Okay, salute. Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Motherfucking mutt! You fucking piece of shit!
Yeah. Come on.
This probably lasts like, I think 10 seconds, maybe less than that, 5, 6. But it feels like forever before, boom, the explosion happens. Such a perfectly executed moment, timed brilliantly.
Yeah. Come on. Let him go.
You bought his f***ing button at the fake old tough guy. You bought your button, you fake tough guy. You mother...
Bringing back the idea of these opposite frames, you've got Billy's frame, he's in control, backs his men off. While Tommy's, they're backing him off. Can't really see much of anyone else's face. It's all focused around Tommy. He's the center of the chaos, as always.
Come on.
Keep that motherfucker here. Keep him here. Keep him here. Come on.
Back.
Come on, you feel strong?
I'm sorry. Tommy gets a little loaded. He doesn't mean any disrespect.
So we're going to skip ahead a little bit to Tommy's return, the climax, right? There was a bit of a back and forth that helped us, the audience, know where James stood. In case there was any confusion.
Hey, Jimmy, what's right is right.
No. You insulted him a little bit. You got a little out of order yourself.
Wide shot as Tommy enters back in.
Gods they wear, and as the elders of our time choose to remain blind,
Been away for 6 years.
Yeah.
Everything's
let us rejoice.
When Tommy returns, we get a crazy quick pan. We're told everything in that moment. No one else is in the bar. Check. Billy is still there. Check. James and Henry, they know what's up. Check. Henry even tries to stop it for a split second. Doesn't happen.
Understand? Yeah. Get the door!
That final dolly in on Tommy as he cleans up is haunting. Don't take my word for it. Look at Henry's face here.
Deal with him. We can't just dump him on the
Don't
street.
worry. I know a place up safe. They'll never find him. Come on, let's get some more tablecloths.
I don't want to get blood on your floor.
That's when it was like, whoa, this man is crazy. Like, he's crazy, but he crazy. What does this even mean? Does he care about the floor more than he cares about a human being bleeding out in front of him? I'm not even completely sure. I never fully understood, how the gun fell out of his hand, who hit it out of his hand. Maybe Henry did that. But it's almost like he allowed the gun to be knocked away so he didn't blow his brains out all over the floor and ruin Henry's floor. I don't even know. But regardless, you don't look at Tommy the same way after this scene. That's for sure. Maybe part of it is not even to completely understand his words. Like, he's in such a manic state at this moment. And like those words, despite him looking relatively calm, I think just reflect that manic state of mind that he's actually in. That he is a freaking lunatic. That scene, the way it's staged, shot, and performed is a perfect example of how Goodfellas isn't just a gangster flick, it's filmmaking at its sharpest. I hope you enjoyed. And that's it for the video. If you enjoyed, you'll love the next one coming up. But until then, like, comment, and share this out.